Ancient, we have ourselves them starting on that CT side. Straight away, Magic's with that P250, putting it to work.
Well, Kassad under pressure first, does well. Good headshot on the cross. Holly coming in towards him, and Machine and Holly chiming in. Legia at least getting one, but remember, Magic's is still on the server, and so that headshot onto Legia draws it into the advantage. And they're actually leaving B. They predict that Dosia has made the rotation, so they're going to go to the MTA sign. It's the right move, but Dosia is quite quick behind them.
Hot on their heels. He's sniffing them out. He's tracking. You can see the footprints. I don't know if he's going to be able to find them that easily because they've moved into the temple. Hallie's just looking for the information. It is that spirit duo looking to get the info, and now they know where Dosia is. There's no need to peek him. Oh, they're just baiting him in.
When Dosia is around. This is
Seen it done before, though.
It has been done before. That's for sure.
Kill an enemy through a smoke. The early smokes out to mid, and Hallie's going to go straight through with the transfer. That is a solid spray from the coach. I feel like that's where we see a lot of the non-pros be a bit weak sometimes. It's just the sprays and the transfers like that. So credit to Hallie coming through with the goods.
That did really well. He's almost matching Magic's in terms of kills so far. But here goes Legia. Down towards the bottom of the B ramp, clears out the beehive, takes a little bit of a look, sees Machine, and that's all he'll see, because Machine destroys him with a Galil. This is what Machine's good at on the T side, just sitting outside that B site. It's what he's practiced many a time and prepared for that exact moment.
Yeah, I feel like Machine is just going to be in spots like that, just holding, letting his teammates do most of the work while he just sits there and make sure that somewhere on the map is safe. And
you don't want Machine being part of the pack, especially if they're not communicating in the same language, right? So just let him do the simple stuff. Magix can go ahead and do whatever he wants. His 7th kill in total now added to the tally. And just Kassad, who hasn't moved his mouse that whole movement, but it's a new approach. Aim at the chest, I guess.
He's looking everywhere, isn't he? He actually might dodge them, though, you know. Oh, does he realize it's a big old flank from A main? And it looks like he might. Oh, now he does.
Goes in, forces him into the open, and Hallie with the headshot. Kassad goes down
on him. Who knows? We'll see if Team Dosia go for it. Refresh up early, and Magic's to deny. This mid control hasn't been going too well for the CTs.
Oh, good kill from Kassad. Another kill from Magix, though, as Kassad wasn't quite ready for the T's to continue to barrel over the top. And ends up drowned out. So 4-0, about to be 5 most likely here. Victoria's charging back to B, but I don't know if she's going to be able to find the impact to make this worthwhile. In fact, probably just putting AWP at risk here. Fatal hasn't extended around the corner, and that's actually a very good news for the ZT side, who managed to get away. So they're going to save. And it's 5 in a row on the T side of Ancient. We're starting to see this scoreline get out of hand already.
It's getting more and more intimidating by the round. Team Shock are about to be on fire. Dosia will take an AK, and I think he might be all right to save it. Should be a favorable angle. Oh, yeah, you're not going to expect Dosia to be this wide on that angle. So nice work in saving the gun. But I don't know how much.
Shock CS servers, and realized that his duels are some of the best warm-ups that I've done so far on CS. Really enjoy those. I think Machine was playing them a little bit earlier on, so we'll see if he's a little bit more crispy on the server. Legia sending a smoke out towards top B ramp. Kassad's coming over here to help out. That smoke's not good. Not good at all. Magic's with the double. Refresh able to sweep up at least one, but he needs much more than that. This just isn't good enough on this B side.
I don't even know if that's Legia's fault, man. It just sounded like, for some reason, the smoke decided not to bounce. Like, even when I heard it, it just went... Oh.
Stuck against the wall.
What a shame. Because that just allows the entry, allows the overrunning, and allows a 6-0 lead.
Well, great stuff.
They're pretty good at saving
for the T
Team
side.
Dosia. I'm going to give them credit for that.
Yeah, sure. They've been great at save. They've also changed the bomb blast radius, and it makes saving a little... Well, I've enjoyed the changes that have come in.
Nice molly and smoke follow-up from Refresh, but they are going to come through, and he is alone holding mid. And that means Magix is able to run him down, wins the one-on-one fight, or even more players ready close by. Now that smoke fades, Legia was looking for something, but it's xantares on that AWP who will show us what he can do with it. Loves just holding those angles. He's brought it back to even numbers.
Well, don't play with fire. Let's see if anybody gets that big old molly. Minute left. Red smoke goes out, and the slow creep towards the A site through the donut begins. This time they will challenge down Dosia. Now, Dosia has just made the move to leave the site and go in towards A main because he's a little bit hungry for information. In that time, Legia has once again come over to help out in the rotation, but this time it's worked out perfectly for the CTs. Legia peeks and spots Fatal first. Now Halley starts to make his move through red to CT, and Legia reads it but cannot beat him in the fight. Halley hits the headshot, bomb goes down, but Dosia is still in a powerful spot and gets a lineup. They had no idea that Dosia had moved in towards A main, and they did not consider that idea. And Dosia goes ahead and gets himself a 3K.
Oh, that is some lovely counter play by Dosia. But he waited for the perfect time to activate his trap card. Lined up those two first players.
Crossing out towards ledge. A lot of control is taken very quickly by Team Shoke, right? They're getting this B lane control really easily. They're getting towards bottom ramp. And mid control, it's very passive here from the Dosia CT setup. So Shoke have just been getting themselves into any position they want. I think they realize that, so they're swiftly taking it this time.
Molly forces Refresh forwards. Not sure if the step was heard, but Halley looks very focused on that angle. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Refresh got the timing right on the peak, clearly. Now he sees mid is pretty open and no one's there, so he's going to go back to B to help the hold. It looks like he will be needed as this push is about to come through.
Victoria under quite a bit of pressure, and Refresh is going to hold for the CT side. He gets a triple. Victoria swings into cave. Finally, Magix gets something done, but can't stop Refresh.
He was there in the first place. Niko, that was the first kill that allowed him to get into position. He just mops up everyone. So quick on all those kills. Two challenges here. It is Boostmeister. Kill an enemy from a boost. I mean, Halley did just get boosted up. I don't know if that counts or not. I feel like you might have to be on your teammate's head. But we'll wait and see at the end of the round. Either way, it's a good start to the round from Halley.
Sure is.
Thanks for the input, Dinko. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to me in the studio.
Hog, how's it down on the sidelines?
Oh, it's looking good here on Ancient right now. It's looking like the air in this A site is tantalizing. It feels like it's about to erupt on the A-bomb site.
Well, it is xantares, so we'll see if the storm will be weathered by his big green gun. Flash comes in. xantares misses the first. Refresh will, in fact, get the first kill. This is starting to look pretty as the ball rolls to his feet inside of the temple, and Halley better pray the xantares.
Fantastic stuff from xantares, has to be said. And hey, he's taken on a lot of responsibility on this team.
Oh!
That is crazy. Ooh.
And Halley's eaten a high explosive grenade.
Magix tries to return the favor. Team Dosia aren't as kind. They're not going to catch his nade. Double up. Oh, and a boost. This is an annoying angle, but Magix adjusts for both of them. They've just been brutalized.
Yeah, well, that's what Magix does. That's what he does. He puts you on a skewer, and he serves you up to the barbecue. And here comes a refresh. Coming back in, he's been pretty good so far. Again, I was saying earlier, the reason they were able to get to overtime was because he was playing so well in their previous game. He had 37 kills in regulation. Well, here he is now on 10. He's had an ace already, so that's one round with half of his kills. I'd love to see a bit more from him across the board here. He's going to peek out. Another headshot. This time it's Shoke down. Refresh. He's starting to move his way in, but the time is ticking. He would love to refresh the clock, but that's not within his skill set. And Dosia did have a big round earlier on, but he is not going to be able to do any. We'll see. They have been a lot of A action, Hawker, so that's probably a pretty likely challenge to be completed. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we've seen a little bit of A action, rather.
Sprinkled throughout this map. xantares again. He's switching up his positions, which I really like, because he is just holding angles, but he's doing so in different spots, and now Legia gets the lineup at just the right time. This map has turned on its head a little. Dosia are showing us what they're made of, showing us what they can do.
Well, I think at this point, you're kind of just waiting for the next round to happen if your team Shock. It just got destroyed right away. Sent to the bin. Well, Fatal starts to move out. She'll try and get up the ramp, but gets caught by Refresh with a FAMAS, and Dosia has even made his rotation over because he wants a kill. And well, the barrel has been spotted. Shock will take him out, and maybe a bit more can be offered up to Shock. Spam coming through from Victoria. I think it's just a matter of time before we see Shock go down, but maybe he can get something out of it before he falls. Pad those stats a little bit. He's increased his kills to 2, and that is all. Victoria.
Yeah, just too many players to go up against. Yeah, there's one thing I'll give xantares credit for. It's that he's just playing a different position every round, so that it's making it easier for him. Hungry for action. He knows he needs to be the man, and that is such a tight angle, but he finds the opener.
Yeah, great work there from Magix, and here comes Legia.
Oh boy.
Ooh, he's actually just slipped the net. Machine hasn't seen him.
This could be unreal.
Yeah, it really could be massive here. He's going to let Machine go. And oh, Hallie! He was the other player that he had to worry about. Luckily, he gets Machine before Hallie's able to trade, but it is efficient. Or rather, one from behind, but Machine's moved forward. It's going to be him down. Refresh hits the deck, and xantares getting involved with a big green gun yet again. It's a lot more needed for him and Dosia to work together, but it's not really good.
The board, Bounty Hunter on Dosia. Killed Dosia for $100. Mid control already, and Refresh is not looking the right way. Now that he is, he's blind. It's going to be an easy opener.
Yeah, really good work. We'll see if Dosia is hunted down here. Has only got an MP9, so not the best weapon to try and fight against these rifles with, but we'll see what he's able to grab.
Has the Mag 7... Oh, wow. Nice shot from Dosia.
Yeah, good work.
About to say, has the Mag 7 ever been in meta? Can xantares pretend this is like a 2014 thing, or is he
I'm not
just,
sure. I don't think it has been, but I think it's always been like a viable option in certain scenarios, right? Like Snacks used it a lot, Ships used it.
Yeah, it is actually pretty good.
So I guess, yeah, when Ships is playing, it's always in meta.
I mean, it's just like this. It's not going to work here, though, is it?
Well, if he jumps and kind of strafes through the air. Not just dribbling off the side, but you know, didn't work.
I just love watching the movement of someone like Loba compared to xantares.
Hey, well, xantares was just trying to silent drop, you know.
He was trying.
So it was he was just trying to silent drop down off the boost, I guess, with the Mag 7. Oh, Dosia. Oh, his arms, just his elbow.
Dude.
Oh no! Here comes Magix. Dosia's hand gone. It was like the most crazy kill. Like Magix just stares at him, tap tap, doesn't move his crosshair. Magix is a cold-blooded killer.
I like to imagine him just like leaning back. His other hand was behind his head, just chilling.
He's actually just holding his wireless mouse, like as he lies back, just not even on the table.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go. Dosia did get killed. He has $100 of his life. There we go.
Yeah. Sadly for Shock, he couldn't win the initial fight against Dosia, but
$100 for this. $50 bullets.
For a Polly's pocket for that one.
Oh yeah, or a little bit of cave action, you know, out and towards the site. Maybe if it gets down into the post plant defuse situation.
I mean, the pros even have the those wallbang lineups, the fancy ones, in and around the cave area.
True, true. It's pretty doable then to get a pick
nowadays,
here.
But yeah.
Well, look at this. We have Lagia starting to move his way up. And he's going to actually get one onto Machine. Magix hits the no-scope in reply. That's how he's managed to do that. And Magic's going to get boosted up to take a look out long. And Refresh is over here at the moment. Ooh, Fatal saves the day. Oh, very much saves the day. Refresh and Victoria both fall very quickly to the right for Fatal. And the plant's going to go in too. So last round of this half. Will we see some wall banks?
Oh, the smoke's going to make it awkward for Kassad. Plops a flash through. Makes it through the smoke. But he's been dealt with, and it's up to Dosia to do what he can. And I don't know if he's ready for the player so close by. Fatal with a fantastic round to close out the half. A triple kill to secure the 11th for team.
Usually the favorite half. We'll see if Hallie can hold off this A attack that is coming quite quickly.
They might not expect him. Machine is the first contact. He'll get a kill. And it's not common to have two CTs on this site. I think they overlook him here.
Yeah,
I think they do. Going into Donut.
Well, it's going to come out eventually, and here comes Victoria just running, thinking that she's safe completely. But there's the headshot from Hallie. The second strikes, and now he wants 3. Dosia caught, and it is...
And set up Hallie to do the business, to do what he does best. Looks like Dosia's team have got some utility ready. Smoke lined up by Lagia for top mid. The flash on point. They haven't found the opener yet, though.
No kill to be found just yet. Hallie playing towards red room. Oh, Dosia through the smoke punishes Magix and takes him out of his power position. And Dosia is not wasting any time. He wants to move with this. He wants to take that control further. See what he can do for the round. See Shoke at the edge of the cave entrance and able to do nothing. Shoke will actually beat Dosia out in that battle, but it is Kassad that lands a couple of headshots. He's gonna start running back, but here comes Machine, and oh, the flick with the unsilenced M4. It's just the M4A1. The Machine's making it work. Draws it back down into the 2 versus 2.
I think Kassad was running for that highlight play there, but Lagia on the long lurk is able to catch out Machine at mid. And another nice one to close it. To break the economy of the CTs, which is what they have to do. Oh, Refresh able to get one, and no trade from Victoria. Fatal able to get away with the double kill. They try and sneak on in. It's actually Dosia elsewhere to win a fight, though. Back to even numbers, but Lagia's position looks good.
Yeah, it really does. He's come through the red room.
Revenge.
And Machine, he's just got wrecked by his own gun. Taste of his own medicine. He hit the Uno reverse card.
And now Machine's thinking, why didn't I make my medicine taste nicer? God damn it.
And there's no mistaking that he has just been killed by the same rifle, but like he has put it back on. He's put the silencer back on.
It was just for Machine.
It was literally just for Machine. It was a Machine reserved moment. Well, Shock. Will he leave us in shock, or will it be a simple save coming in? Seems like it will be the save option.
Oh, Lagia heard him, I think. Don't know if they're going to get towards him in time. But either way, the CT economy will be bad on the next one. Thing is, if you just save one gun and give it to Magix, it's just always a possibility in this game. And look at Shoke go, man. He's managed to dodge everyone pretty effective. Maybe give Magix a chance to use it. I go for the B plant. I go for the challenge. But I don't think they're interested. Straight out to A. Kassad leading the charge.
Kassad just clearing everything out. Should be the weakened pistols getting shredded.
Oh, he wants the eco farm.
I think he's going to get a chance for that, but unfortunately for Kassad, couldn't stop Hallie the Hurricane. Now, Hallie might get a bit more, but pistols all toppling. like a hot knife through some butter.
Bye back for Team Shoke. He himself is stuck on an MP9, but everyone else has the rifles. And again, fair play to Kassad. He is leading the way in a lot of these rounds. Colonel Kassad now, as we call him. He's taken over the team. Not officially, but he's just told us that he has. Oh, he's letting Dosia go in first, and Dosia, alongside Kassad, picking up the openers they needed.
Ooh, well, Kassad takes quite a bit of damage, down to 20 HP. Magic's also receiving the brunt of damage going his way, as Fatal just swiftly comes back in. Victoria stood no chance, and because of Fatal's position, she could swing to fight the default player, and it's looking very good for Shoke now. They pulled it back, but a 2 versus 2, and they still got to get onto the site, and Kassad is watching if they extend into it. And also, the bomb isn't planted for Cave, so Kassad's position is quite important, but they haven't found Legia. They didn't know where it is, perhaps.
It's around 23. New challenges with Bounty Hunter on Shoke. Kill Shoke for a cool hundo. Shoke is the man on the hold right now towards this B site. Oh, Dosia saw that nade, so he knows exactly where this player is, and he will complete the challenge and get his team on towards this B bomb site.
The bomb getting locked in, and we're going to see a retake attempt come in here from Team Shoke. They haven't lost too many players to make this unwinnable, but they haven't really been doing a whole lot in the initial fights. They needed a kill like that. Halley right through the smoke. And Legia, how many times is he going to get away with a lit reposition to Cave? Once again, he finds a kill here, and he maintains that power position. Kassad stands in the fire. Machine burns away, and now we're looking at a 3v3. The final seconds ticking on, and Legia is just finding too much impact in these post plants. There's not going to be enough time to win this round. Halley's going to go ahead and take himself a couple of kills. Discipline from Refresh just to hide away. And an attempt was there. He's got an MP9 out this time, and Victoria holds so close to the opening. Oh, that's so clean from Refresh. Magic and Fatal stood no chance, and they've decided to buy here. So this is actually a really important round, and they've lost 2 players early.
I mean, Shoke is on the site with the MP9. Even when you get one, you'd struggle to do more, but he's actually done damage onto Legia and scavenged himself an AK. He's also buying time for this flank, and Legia has been caught.
Well, that
means... to a 2v2.
Yeah, we're in a equal situation, but Refresh, is he about to get another ace? He's had one already on this map, and he looks to do it again. 1 player left. Halley to try and stop that from happening. And he's going to think about the opposite bomb site or a reposition perhaps, but it is the commitment towards B coming in and the plant going down. Halley is now making his way through middle. He has no kit, so he's got to make a recommitment back through the same way he was once standing. So really hard to see how he wins this one, Hulka. No utility, no kit. So many angles to check, and the AWP is holding the ramp.
Yeah.
This one's a done deal.
Time to leave. Say goodbye to this round. It has gone out, but
the cutout in mid, securing some control with the red room smoke too. CTs this time have elected not to play aggressive. In fact, look at their stack towards A. They've wanted to gamble over towards this side of the map, hoping that Team Dosia somehow would lean towards A in this one. That's their best chance at a round win.
Yeah, you got to do something special here. Got to try and get something going. I was about to say, I think we already had seen the Shoke challenge on the Bounty Hunter earlier, so it is instead kill an enemy with a Zeus, which won't be happening in this round. A kill onto B, the deep molly to cut off the rotate. Doesn't look likely that this round will be competitive right now. Very serene right now across the map on Ancient. You can hear the birds singing. You're about to see
Machine screaming.
Dosia singing. Yeah. And yeah, Team Shoke are definitely screaming with how badly this is going.
Yeah, they are completely falling apart in the second half. This should have been an open and shut case, but it is once again open. They found some new evidence that has allowed investigations to continue. And Dosia is making that work. They're pulling it back. Now to within 1 round. Ooh. Hallie with the headshot. Fatal. Able to pull one back. Victoria makes sure that Magic doesn't walk away with anything. But 2 AKs stolen away from the battlefield. They're not bad as spoils of war.
13-12. Getting close now on this comeback attempt from Team Dosia. If Team Dosia do get all this map control, I don't know if they have the proper nade lineups for an execute, but that could be really potent here. Even got Refresh selling the fake over towards A. Doing a pretty good job at it. Oh, they're just going contact. It's not ready.
It's not ready at all.
Opener.
Yeah, yet again, Magic's just getting caught. Shoke really needs to deliver something here. And he's under a lot of pressure. And oh my god, that was a quick end to the round. Everything just...
Team Dosia have just won so many rounds in a row. I think this was 13-4 at one point.
It was just so dominant from Team Shoke the whole way through this. The CT pistol was picked up, and at that point I thought this was over, but Team Dosia has shown tenacity to get back into this, but they have lost Refresh very early on. And maybe this weekend buy still has something in it. Hallie's AWP connects, and now they're down to 3 players, and this could be an end to the streak. This could finally be the streak toppled and the fire extinguished. It is now Hallie peeking yet again, and just down to Dosia and KaZad to see what they can do. It's not looking good. Where did this come from? How have they suddenly just won every single fight?
I feel like this is how it goes so often. You wait so long to win a round, and then when you win it, it's just a complete domination. Assuming Dosia can't say something about that. Doesn't look like they're aware of it, so Machine will be caught off guard, but it doesn't matter.
Important times, and this duel is so important for Hallie. And he comes out on top of it. The Hurricane once again activated. And Victoria has lost her life early on in the round. She's gonna have to sit back and watch the 4 remaining screens look to compete. And Hallie has found another one, so active across the map. And KaZad finally puts an end to his absolute antics.
It's a great shot from KaZad. And it opens up Refresh into top mid. He could be the main man in this round. They've left the bomb behind at mid, though. Refresh definitely heard this player behind him, but I think he wants the full-on flank. Oh, the timing. Doesn't matter, they're not going to look this way.
No way, no way. Refresh, we've seen him in positions like this before, and he's got himself a double. KaZad strikes back, and now suddenly it is just Machine left, and it is so difficult to win a round like this. So much work done to get them into this position to begin with. But KaZad works in tandem with Refresh, and 2 kills apiece to draw the round entirely back, and we are all tied up yet again.
I've got to say, fair play to KaZad. That was a fantastic initial shot into top mid against the AWP. He had to hit the headshot. That's what opens up the position for Refresh to be able to get in behind. And then obviously Refresh plays it incredibly well. Keeps his cool to line up the double. KaZad gets another. The Machine realizes it's not doable. It's about to be tied up. I thought we were going to be going out with a whimper in the last game of the groups, but we're going out with a bang, Dinko. We're going out with a great game.
Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, it's really hard to call as well. Oh, it looks so easy for Shoke, but Machine's under so much pressure, and he's turning.
Maybe that's got to change. At least they've got decent guns outside of Machine. But again, it's this setup. 2 on the site, cave wide open. Magic's going to go aggressive, try and take initiative. Oh, and that's a fantastic shot. Bomb dropped. They're not going to look to hold on to it, though. Magic's happy with 1 for now.
He's going to focus his efforts towards the cave instead. Conscious of the fact that they might come back up the ramp eventually. But here goes Lakia, taking a bit of a risk and going through the long smoke, and he's actually caught Hallie. Oh, really good work. Victoria with a no-scope. Oh, that's a massive kill, but Magix makes sure the trade is definitely as quick. And he's going to make sure that he tries to do everything he can here. He's trying to buy some time, allowing his teammates to come over and help. He's going to smoke himself off. Here comes Fatal. Round the backside. 2 players lined up, but it's only a single kill found by her. And that'll keep both teams in this round. Machine and Magix. M&M trying to make their way into this round, and Machine has missed his chance. They now know that both players are in that direction, and they're going to go towards the empty A site.
They can plant in the open, they can play wherever they want. They know they're pretty safe here. They even have a molly for the bomb if they need it, although there is CT utility as well, but no kit currently for them as they rotate back in.
Well, Magix and Machine have one shot. One opportunity to take this, and Lakia's gonna hold inside of the temple. Machine falls. And they were so far up in this game, but it looks like they've let it slip. Magix is gonna have to pull this one back on his own, but the time and the lack of kit, it's impossible now for him to win the round. He's gotta just slip away. Oh, he's even been caught at the end.
Called into question. It's not perfect by any means.
But Magic's just holding inside of the cave. Could it be overtime? Dosia's team have seen that already today. Kassad patiently waiting outside of Jaguar. Not going in, not really causing too many problems just yet. Gonna let Refresh come out of elbow. Kassad made a little bit of noise. Utility goes in, just straight up fights Magix, and Kassad beats him in the duel, giving the advantage over to Team Dosia.
Kassad crosses, Victoria's ready, and she lands the shot too. They both take damage, but they both win their fights. Fatal finally fights back, but she's not ready for Refresh. 2 more kills needed for Team Dosia to get their first win.
Oh, and it's Hallie that falls. It's all on Machine. A 1 versus 4, and possibly the last round of the group stages. Machine has collected Dosia, and that means an AK-47. But what a task that lies in front of him. The talent member up against the pro, the coach, and the female pro. Everything in front of him as he comes back in. The Molotov prevents him from accessing CT spawn, and he realizes with every second that ticks on by, this round becomes entirely unwinnable. Just seeing what he can find on the way out the door. A nice tap there from Machine, but the time he has to sprint to the site now. He has to run. He's going to try and use utility, but it's